Hello everyone, welcome back to Bobby Rose DIY Home. I know it's been a while, but I think I can make up for it. I have a few items coming up, and right now we're going to take a look at an ottoman that I recovered, and this is a part of my living room transformation. This is what I started off with. It was a fuzzy ottoman that someone gifted me with hairpin legs. Although I do love the hairpin legs, this is not something that was going to go with my new decor that I was coming out with. And this is what I ordered off Amazon. I will leave a link in the description. These are the items that I ordered from Amazon, and just take a look at what I did. First, you want to make sure you position your fabric, if it has a print, what actually you want to show. And here I am stapling it down. Of course, if you have an electric stapler, that's good as well. You want to make sure you pull the fabric really tight while stapling. You don't want any fabric loose once you're finished. You're going to save the trimming for last. Now, if you have something square or rectangular, it's going to be easier to pre-cut your fabric. Here on a circular ottoman, I think it's best to leave the fabric intact while stapling it down. One way to ensure that your fabric is going to be tight is to staple at opposite ends and then go around and fill in. As you can see, I am tucking, or what you might call folding. I'm trying to make sure my folds going around in a circular motion are going to be pretty much the same. It's going to be more like a box pleat. Now, after I finished, it wasn't perfect, but I was satisfied with it. The reason why I did not pre-cut this on a circular ottoman, I wanted to make sure that I had enough fabric to cover all around. Because if you don't cut enough fabric, there's nothing much you can do. However, if you have a lot of fabric, you can always trim it off. And don't feel like you're going to waste it. You'll see what I mean after I'm done. See, these are the tucks. I have them uniform. And here I am trimming. I have tucked all the way around and I've trimmed. One thing you want to make sure is as you're going around stapling, you want to make sure if you can get it evenly around the circular or the rectangular, keep the staples the same distance from the edge. Now what I'm cutting away here is I want to make sure that I have enough room for the feet. You do not want the feet to be in the center. You want them to be on the edge, no matter if it's a circular ottoman or a rectangular ottoman. You want the feet of the ottoman to be near the edge and evenly spaced apart as much as you can. You can go as far as measuring them, but I just eyeballed it. And fabric like this, this is a short pile. It doesn't have a high fur to it, but some fabrics can be really thick, such as the fur. So you want to cut in layers so it doesn't hurt your hand. And if you have any problems with your hands or your wrists, you might want to wear your wrist fronts. As you see, I have stapled on top of the black fabric. I am not going to be adding another black fabric to it. This is something that I'm going to be keeping. I'm not going to be reselling it. As you can see around, it is not perfect, but it's good enough for me. Now these are the attachments that came with the legs. These are something that you make a hole for and place them into the shaft, goes into after you attach it. But my drill bit was not large enough. This is my largest drill bit, but it was not large enough to make a hole large enough for the shaft of the attachment to fit in. So here you're going to see what I'm doing here. These are upside down, but I am placing them. This is the way they are supposed to fit in after you drill your hole. But I was not able to drill a hole that fit. I'm only using it like this so, you know, I'll have that hole. I'm pre-drilling, but it wasn't large enough. And instead of hurting my fingers with the hammer, I decided just to go ahead and drill enough so I can fit the actual shaft of the foot in there. As you can see here, it wasn't large enough. I tried hammering it in, but it wasn't going to work. It wasn't worth the trouble. And that just wasn't going to work. I guess I could use it like that, but it wasn't the proper way. So what I decided to do was to just throw my legs in. And this worked out fine since I had pre-drilled my holes. It wasn't perfect, as I said, but I tried my best to get them evenly spaced apart. I did not bother to use a ruler. So it was fine. It's not anything that will tilt over. And I'm just in love with how it came out. And I do have a square ottoman that I plan on covering, but not with this fabric. So you're gonna have to stay tuned and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll find out when I upload more. So here you see that I have all of them screwed in. And so I have the attachments and screws for another project. Make sure you give this a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell. And see, this is the right height for that chair. So you're gonna have to stay tuned and subscribe because my chairs are gonna get a transformation. I'm gonna be recovering those. I'm not gonna tell you what color, but it is going to be a shocker. Here's the before. Like I said, there was nothing wrong with it. It just was not fitting into my style that I am preparing to transform to in my living room. And here it is. This is the after. Now the legs were only 2 inches. I could have dealt with the 3-inch. That would have been okay as well. But I think the 2 inch is just as fine. And I am just in love with this ottoman. And tell me what you think. Drop me a line, a comment in the comments to let me know what you think. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much. And as you can see, I have a new picture. Last year in December, I hit my 60th birthday, and this is what I wore out to dinner. Thank you. See you soon.